Yes then YouTube, these custom tactics will give you so many rage quits and make your opponents rage. But first, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So the formation is actually a formation. I don't think I've done a custom tactics video on it. Well, EAFC 24 anyway. It is the 4-3-1-2. I absolutely love it. Be warned, it is quite attacking because of what I do. So without any further ado, let's get into the custom tactics. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at a checkout for 5% off your order. Now, you are about to be shocked what I do have on the defensive style. Pressure on heavy touch. Remember, we are going for rage quits and trying to make your opponents rage in this set of custom tactics. So because of that, I've gone with a very aggressive, high-pressing set of custom tactics with this formation. And in the 4-3-1-2, you can actually get away with it because of certain things that I do tweak here and there. So for me, I am using pressure on heavy touch on the 4-3-1-2. Nice, that pressure on heavy touch there. Love it. Nice. Again, look, the pressure on heavy touch. Brilliant there. Oh, good defending. The defensive width, I actually only go down ever so slightly, down from 50 to 45. The reason being, I do want to be a little bit more compact, making us harder to break down when we don't have the ball. And people just switch the play anyway, you know what I mean? Regardless of what your defensive width is on, your opponent will be able to switch the play because of how badly this game is coded in terms of your team actually just in general does go more narrow. So I've kind of gone with the fact, well, all right, if we are going to go narrow, let's make it a little bit more narrow, making us even harder to break down. It's kind of just very simple. Nice. A nice example there of the 45 width. Being a little bit more narrow, harder to break down. The defensive depth, yes, I hate to be that guy. You do have two options, although I would recommend the only option in this set of custom tactics in the 4-3-1-2 is the 71 depth. Now, if any of you don't know what 71 depth does, it's very, very, very aggressive. When we lose the ball, our team will automatically press and automatically do the offside trap. It also completely kills your opponent's offensive AI. It is very, very, very OP. And in my opinion, that's the depth that I would use and that's the depth that I use and you should be using when you are using this set of custom tactics right here. 71 depth again, winning the ball nice and high at the pitch. Nice, the 71 depth there, winning the ball nice and high at the pitch. But if you completely don't want to use that, I totally get it. I would recommend 60 depth. Remember, this is quite an aggressive set of custom tactics that I'm going to show you. Very attack orientated, very much like Ange ball in terms of pressing the ball really high up the pitch, kind of like Jurgen Klopp, Gen press, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the style I'm going with. So I would recommend 60 depth, but 100% 71 depth. I absolutely love it. The offense, of course, I'm going to go into zero detail with that YouTube. Balance and diet passing, the bread and butter on every set of custom tactics. I absolutely love it. I really, really, really do. Absolutely love it. So, you know what? I'm going to use it. Offensive width, pretty boring. I actually just leave it on 50 because we are playing a narrow custom tactics anyway. I kind of don't really feel the need to make it more narrow or more wide. We are using a narrow formation, so use that narrowness. Is that even a word? Use how narrow it is to our advantage, you know. Don't bother trying to make it a little bit wider. Just keep it with the 50. Very, very, very good. I like it. Players in the box, of course, is going to be 7. The more players that we have in the box, YouTube, the more goals we score. You should know that by now. I say it in all my custom tactics videos. One thing I will say though, if 7 is a little bit too much for you, because some of you probably do think that 7 is a little bit too high and you are getting caught out defensively, 6 is a very good light happy medium G spot. You know, 6 is good. When I use 6, I like it. 6 and 7 are definitely the top 2 in my opinion, but 7, I just score more goals with it, so that's why I use it. 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. So without any further ado, let's get into the player instructions. The 2 strikers, you could probably guess what they are going to be on already. Yes, you guessed it. Stay central and get in behind. I want the strikers, especially in the 4-3-1-2, because of what I have my fullbacks on, which you will see in a minute. I do want my strikers to stay in that central area of the pitch. I don't really want them venturing out wide because they will then just get on the fullback's toes, and I don't really want that. Also, the getting behind, very, very, very key in a formation. Even though I use stay central and getting behind on pretty much every formation, when you have a formation like a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, I think it is even more needed because it then gives a lot of room for that cam to operate in. And you know what? A little bit smooth. That brings us nicely onto the cam. The cam is then on stay forward and get into the box for cross. Remember, this is a very attacking set of custom tactics that I'm using right now. So I don't want my cam to be dropping into that left midfield or right midfield of a 4-4-2. I don't want that. So because of that, I have my cam on stay forward, get into the box for cross as well. I want my cam. By the way, the cam in the 4-3-1-2 is the single most important player in the formation, in my opinion. Everything goes through that player. So you want that player in the box, creating goals, scoring goals, getting assists. That's what you want your cam to be doing. The middle central midfielder, that is kind of like the Rodri role, or like the Boubacar Kamara role up the Villa. That's the role that that player will play. So because of that, you're going to want to have that player on stay back while attacking and cover centre. Everything will go through that player in terms of like the defensive transitions and in our build-up play. That player will get on the ball, make things happen, but at the same time, he won't. Well, it is a he on my team, Yaya Toure. He won't move too far from that central area of the pitch. Very, very, very good player and very OP. The left centre mid. Now you can switch this, by the way, because my left centre mid and my right centre mid are on different things, but it doesn't matter. My left centre mid is then on balanced attack and stay on the edge of the box for cross and cover centre. The reason I have my left central midfielder on stay on the edge of the box for cross is because Robert Pires has the finesse shot playstyle. So I want to use that finesse shot from outside the box because it's kind of like easy, free, cheap goals, if you kind of get what I'm saying with that. So that's why I have my left centre mid on stay on the edge of the box for cross and cover centre. My right centre mid is then the more attack-minded central midfielder. I then have that midfielder on get into the box for cross and cover centre and balanced attack. So my right central midfielder will get further forward than my left central midfielder. Again, it doesn't matter if you want to flip that. I just have my Robert Pires on the left side and I use him there for the finesse shot because he has the finesse shot playstyle. So it doesn't matter if you want to flip that, the left and right centre mid, as long as one of them's on getting to the box for cross and then the other one is on stay on the edge of the box for cross. Now this is where you need to use a little bit of your own initiative, YouTube. I am now using in the 4-3-1-2 because this is a very attack orientated set of custom tactics. I am using my left back and my right back on join the attack and overlap. So my left back and my right back will join the attack and provide us that width on the left hand side and the right hand side. I really, really like it. It's very, very, very good. You may or may not get caught out in transition a little bit, but that's where the 71 depth and the pressure on heavy touch kind of negates that, because we really do put the press on and the squeeze on to make our opponent really know what's going on, if you kind of get what I'm saying there. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is then on comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. So custom tactics done. I am now going to show you quite a few games with me using this set of custom tactics with the co-op camera angle as well, so you can see the full pitch and where my players are. Let's get into it. Again, the 71 depth, winning that ball nice and high up the pitch. And you see here, look, we are getting the width from our left back and our right back. Very important. Again, look, the left back and the right back nice and high up the pitch, providing that width for us. What a goal from Neymar. I have just absolutely done my opponent there. I tell you, Neymar is hands down one of the best players on this game. There's our right back providing width on the right hand side. Beautiful. And that right there is a perfect example of having the left back and the right back on join the attack and overlap. That's where we get our width from, and a lot of the time you do get an overlap on the left hand side and the right hand side there, as you saw with the finish. That's what I'm talking about, by the way, really squeezing your opponent nice and high up the pitch. And we actually get the third goal, and I'm telling you, this formation is going to get you some rage quits, as my opponent is about to rage quit out of here. Bye-bye, Dijunk. Beautiful. Overlapping fullbacks again. Oh. Nice example there of the pressure on heavy touch and 71 depth. Really nice. Really getting the squeeze on your opponent. As I do then, actually have an awful shot on goal, by the way. What have I just done with Suker there? Wow. What a strike that is. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. Again, that pressure on heavy touch, winning the ball nice and high at the pitch. Ballack, oh. And that right there is what I'm talking about with opponents rage quitting and raging. The pressure on heavy touch mixed in with the 71 depth is so good. There's the fullbacks again, providing us that width and the outlet. This is, I'll tell you what, if we could score from this would be an unbelievable goal. That's what I'm talking about in that middle central midfielder winning the ball back. And again, look, the pressure on heavy touch winning the ball back nice and high. I mean, that'd have been a nasty goal from Neymar, but we do get the finish. I don't even know who scored that. Michael Ballack. That's why I love having the strikers on stay central and getting behind. It's a beautiful finish. That's a perfect example of having the strikers on stay central and getting behind. And my opponent is probably going to rage quit again. Bye-bye, Kiko. That right there is a brand new 4-3-1-2 custom tactics formation that is going to make your opponents rage quit. If you did enjoy this video, please drop it a like for me. Drop a comment down below. And if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.